Join me as I make a quick visit to the Carnifax Ferry Battlefield State Park near Summersville, West Virginia. This video will show a hike along the Old Ferry Road and Patterson Trails, which will include 3 scenic overlooks in the park, sights along the Old Ferry Road, including some pretty neat stacked rock piles, and views of the Gauley and Meadow rivers at river level. Okay, this is the start of the Old Ferry Road in Carnifax Ferry Battlefield State Park near Summersville, West Virginia. 3/10 of a mile of this trail here that leads down to the Gauley River is in the state park. The rest of the trail is on private land, but I've been told that it's not posted. I guess we'll find out when we get down here to the end of the state park boundary. So here's some of the signs that tell you where to go. Old Ferry Road. A video that I saw from The Good Path, a channel on YouTube named The Good Path. This should lead down to the confluence of where the Meadow River dumps into the Gauley River. Rhododendron thicket here. Okay, I'm already coming up to the park boundary here. Leaving Carnifax Ferry Battlefield State Park. You see the path is narrow. Rhododendron on both sides. Do you hear that little bell ringing? I'm going to tell you why. Last week I was up at the Highland Scenic Highway at the Spruce Knob Trail, and I was a mile out. If anyone's walked that, that's thicker than this right here. You can't see much. And as luck would have it, I came across a set of bear tracks, large bear tracks, bigger than my foot as far as the rear paws of the bear. So that put me on a little bit on edge. So I reached in my backpack for the bear spray to find out it wasn't there. So, I really didn't have anything. But I was within 1/8 of a mile of the old fire tower up there on Spruce Knob Trail. Or Red Spruce Trail. I think Spruce Knob, one of those. So I continued anyway. And when I got close to the foundation of the old fire tower, a bear cub ran in front of me about 50 yards. So I'm going to take a little bit more precautions today, since this is an isolated area as well that goes down to the Gauley River. I do have bear spray with me. I put that bell on my backpack just to get a bear's attention, basically, for lack of anything else that I have. But you can see this is really getting tight. Really hear the rush of the Gauley River down there. Large rock here. Well, on this end, it's about 20 feet high down to the ground here. You see the path is somewhat deteriorated. The sound of the rapids bouncing off this rock, which are, the rapids are off to my left. Just got to walk a couple feet. You know how loud that got all of a sudden? Now watch, I'll try to walk back. It'll get quieter. Yeah. Weird sound effect. Came in a very small pine patch here. I'm about 50 feet above the ferry road, and I noticed a small road right here. And of course what caught my attention were these rock piles. That one, you know, looks like any ordinary rock pile that farmers would have made to clear the field off for agriculture or, you know, grazing cattle things. But look at the effort they went through here to intentionally stack those rocks that neat on top of the large rock. That is a neatly stacked pile of rocks, not just haphazard. I see all types of piles up through here. Looks like it might have fallen a little bit on this side. But to stack them that high, odd. Here's another one, neatly stacked up high. Here's another one on top of a rock pile, neatly stacked. Several more here. This one's stacked in front of the rock. Here's another neatly stacked one. Now, this one that's kind of fallen down is typically what I see in my neck of the woods in Webster County. They went to a lot of effort to stack these the way they did. Let's see if you can see all these up through here. Okay, I've made it down to the Gauley here. Yeah, I see a nice set of rapids up there naked. I can't see through the brush here. Okay, that straight ahead there, where it looks like the river goes around to the left, that's actually the Meadow River dumping into the Gauley, because the Gauley turns to the right here. You can kind of see the way the water's flowing there. I'll walk over there to get a better view of the Meadow River where it dumps in. That straight up there is the Meadow River, and I could tell with the naked eye, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it's more muddy than the Gauley. The Gauley stirred up. The Gauley goes up this way, around to the left there. So this is where the Meadow River dumps into the Gauley. You see how big the Gauley is this way. Here are a set of rapids right down there, just right around the bend. So I'm going to try to zoom in on this, see if you can see the difference in the watercolor there. Don't know if that's going to show on the camera or not. This is back up at the park here, what they call the picnic overlook. So down there along the right, pretty far down is where I was at the bottom. This is known as the Pillow Rapids Overlook in the Carnifax Ferry Battlefield State Park. This is known as the Copperhead Overlook at the Carnifax Ferry Battlefield State Park. That's another view of those Pillow Rapids.